Hi, this is Allison with Ray of Soap. I'm making a couple of videos today to explain to my wonderful customers how to use my after shower, after bath oils, and this one is about my organic argan oil. This is a hand oil, and it was really born out of customers who wanted something a little smaller and a little more portable, that had fallen in love with the organic coconut oils for after shower, after bath, but they wanted something easy that they could stick in their purse and take with them to work. A lot of my customers said that they were working either in daycare centers or with children, in the early years, in the early school years, or in doctor's offices. They were washing their hands constantly throughout the day or using hand sanitizers, and they really needed something that they could just take out of their pocket or have in their purse and use quickly. So that's how this came about. This is a ½ ounce of organic argan oil from Morocco. You've probably heard of argan oil. It's very coveted, especially for hair care products. We hear of it a lot. But this is the exact same thing, but this is pure. There are no preservatives. There's just a little fragrance in it, or you can always, with my products, always in everything I make, I carry a fragrance free. So the way this is going to work, like all of my oils, your skin needs to be wet. And the reason behind that is, this is a little bowl of water, is that hand lotion, if you take away all the chemicals that are in lotion and you read that ingredient list, what you're going to be left with is oil and water. If you put oil and water together in a bottle, you know what's going to happen. It's going to separate. So we have to add all these emulsifiers and stabilizers and, of course, a preservative, or it's going to go bad. But all those chemicals wind up really changing the way the oil and the water interacts. Of course, that's their job, especially the emulsifiers. But when we started putting everything in a pump, that really dramatically changed the way the hand lotion started to work. If you notice, I think all of us have had that complaint about the hand lotion that feels heavy and sticky on your hands, and it feels like it can't absorb into your skin. Well, it really can. As soon as you put something in a pump bottle, you typically need to add 3 more chemicals for most products. It's typically 3 chemicals. Basically, their job is to make sure that that tube stays clear, that the pump doesn't get rusty, and so that the product performs all the way to the bottom of the container that you've got it in. The product also has to be much more stable, because you can't have anything that you need to shake up that's got a pump on top. So when you get back to basics and you get rid of all those chemicals and you go back just to oil and water, whether it's on your skin after you get out of the shower and bath or on your hands, you're going to need to add the water, and I supply the oil. That's why we don't need to put any preservatives in. Now, this is an organic oil, so I do expect you to use this up in 3 to 6 months, depending on how hot it gets. If it's getting heated up all the time somewhere, if it's in the sunlight, it's going to turn much more quickly. You know, a good oil that you have in your cupboard that you use for cooking, you should really keep it in the refrigerator. That stable temperature, especially a stable cooler temperature, is always going to help the oil last longer. So keep that in mind. This little bottle is going to last you for quite a while, but keep it out of the sun. Don't put it up on the windowsill in the sun. If you need to keep it near the sink, keep it in a dark spot where you can. So get your hands nice and wet, or after you wash them, you want to make sure that your skin is warm and it's really receptive to the oil. You're going to take this, open it up, and try it with just 1 drop of oil. I have big hands, I can use 2. But honestly, just try 1 drop. That's it. Now, you're going to put it down, and then just rub your hands together. Rub that oil and water, and let it get a little dry. Rub the oil and water together until your hands air dry. What you're going to find, I guarantee, you're going to tell me that this feels lighter and softer and smoother than hand lotion does. It never leaves that sticky feeling where you feel like you just want to wipe it off of your hands. It's never going to be like that. What's really interesting is guys love this oil. That's why I formatted the original scent in the scent that's called Pharaoh. It's a very unisex, soft fragrance, so the guys don't mind having that soft fragrance. It's a low concentration of fragrance also, so the guys really love my original scent. But what you'll find is just that 1 drop makes your hands feel nice and soft and light. You can feel the oil soaking right in, and it's wonderful. Now, once in a while, if you want to do a little nail treatment, try this sometimes. I know that when I'm busy cooking over the holidays, I'll even get a thumb to split once in a while. My cuticles will split now and then because they get really dry. Get your hands nice and moist and put 1 drop on each cuticle and rub it into your fingertips really, really well, and then go to the other hand and do the same thing. Do that right before you go to bed. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to notice your fingers feel great, and you'll probably realize that you'll be able to feel that oil treatment on your fingers. If you're like me, you'll feel it for a good 4 or 5 days. It lasts almost a week. So that's the way my organic argan oil works. It's a hand oil that I call the un-lotion. It's super easy to stick it in your purse and carry it around, or even in a pocket. Makes a great gift. Guys like it, girls like it, but make sure you show them how to use it, because if you just put oil on dry skin without the water, that's going to feel oily and they're not going to enjoy it. So that's one of the reasons I made this video. You always want to put it on to wet skin or with water, and that's how you get back to basics. Thanks for watching. This is Allison at Ray of Soap. Look for us at rayofsoap.com.